There were a few changes before the start of the Russian jumping championships. The biggest loss is the participation of Kamila Valieva, who withdrew from the tournament due to health problems. However, she will be present at the CSKA Arena as an interviewer. Alina Gorbacheva and the pair of Anastasia Mukhortova and Dmitry Evgeniev are not competing due to illness, while Anastasia Chernyshova and Vladislav Vilchik withdrew due to problems with their skate blades. The competition began with qualification, where the participants of the singles finals were determined. Only 12 athletes could qualify for the finals, which caused a fierce struggle between the contenders. According to the rules, each athlete had to perform one solo jump and a cascade or a combination of two elements with 2 attempts for each. The girls were the first to take to the ice, and the juniors took center stage. After the first round, 14-year-old Maria Gordieva took the lead with a quadruple salcho and a cascade of triple Lutz and tulip. However, she was overtaken by Margarita Baziliuk, who performed a quad tulip and salcho and a cascade with a triple tulip. Another notable skater was Elena Kostyleva, who demonstrated 2 quad salchows and a Lutz tulip cascade. Symbolically, Kostyleva lost after her round only to Baziliuk. Figure skating fans know the story of the conflict between the two athletes, which happened during their joint training with Tutberidze. According to Elena's mother, the coach saw the girl taking out 2 yogurts from the canteen. Margarita allegedly asked the figure skater to bring the treats, but she did not admit it. The result was Kostyleva's expulsion. Since then, the rivalry between the two young stars has become principled. Adelia Petrosyan set the final point in the competition by performing a quadruple flip and a cascade with a triple tulip and a quad tulip. Sofia Muravyova had a bad time with the axle. From the first jump the silver medalist of the World Cup 2024 fell down, and on the second jump she made a butterfly. Sofia was only able to stay afloat with a high-quality Lutz tulip cascade. She took the intermediate 7th place, but there were 9 more skaters ahead of her and it became quite alarming to see Yevgeny Plushenko's pupil get to the final. Fortunately for her, not all the girls were able to show their maximum, and in the end Muravyova did not fall below 9th place. In the main draw, the top 3 qualifiers were distributed to different quarter-finals, increasing their chances of winning. There were some unexpected results in the men's prologue. Alexander Samarin and Dmitry Aliev failed in their jumps, while Yevgeny Simonenko, despite the difficulties, managed to book a place in the main net. Veronika Daneko's pupil Petr Gumenik broke into the top 3, joining Arseny Fedotov and Lev Lazarev. Only 8 teams participated in the final entry for the doubles due to the refusal of some athletes. Because of this, all of them automatically qualified for the decisive round, and the prologue only determined the composition of the quarterfinals. Unlike singles, pairs performed 3 elements in the qualification, a parallel jump, as well as a throw and a backspin. Despite the formal nature of the competition, the teams tried to demonstrate their best efforts. For example, 2 of them, Yulia Ardemieva with Alexei Bryukhanov and Vlada Selivanova with Viktor Potapov, successfully performed quadruple backspins. The intrigue also lay in which of the country's leading pairs would take the higher place in the ranking. Alexandra Boakova and Dmitry Kozlovsky were a little behind when performing the parallel salcho, and their partner had difficulties with the ejection. As a result, they lost to Anastasia Mishina and Alexander Galyamov, who performed all 3 elements flawlessly. They found themselves at different ends of the main grid and will only be able to meet in the final. In addition to the sporting component, the first day of the competition was also memorable for the work of sound engineers on the court. The problem was the musical accompaniment of unsuccessful attempts of athletes, which can be characterized as the sound of disappointment. The question about the appropriateness of this approach arose not only among the spectators, but also among the athletes themselves, since only they and the judges had to listen to this reaction. There were no spectators at the CSKA Arena qualification. "I wanted to fail or leave after the sound," Matvey Vetlugin, whose performance was unsuccessful, shared on social networks. It is still unknown whether these effects will also be used during the main competitions. Alexander Invert answered the question whether Kamila Valieva will be able to skate for a long time. Kamila Valieva was third at the last Russian championships. In your opinion, what is the reason why Kamila lost the status of the leader of the Russian women's national team to Adelia Petrosyan? Kamila still skates beautifully and looks incredible on the ice. She has been given interesting programs. But at the Russian championships she failed to do a quadruple two-up. I think that we will see more quadruples from her in a beautiful performance, but at the moment she got a well-deserved bronze medal. For me it was expected. In any case, I am glad that Kamila continues to please us with her performances. Adelia is better equipped technically at the moment, her content is more complicated, her cascades with triples are more complicated, there are 2 quadruple tool-ups in the free program. I think we could still see a triple axel in the short program, but Adelia said that she lost this jump before the Russian championships. There is also a quadruple flip that Adelia does. No matter how close figure skating is to art, it remains a sport, and the complexity of the content now plays a more important role than the connections between jumps. Although it must be said that Adelia has very interesting programs as well. It is clear that Kamila's skating and gliding skills are probably hard for anyone to surpass. However, thanks to her jumping skating, Adelia is very confidently overtaking her rivals in terms of technical score and gaining leadership positions. This is not surprising. Everything is in the protocols, everything is reflected in the points, how much and for what element the athlete gets. When you look at the protocols, everything becomes clear. After the competition Kamila said that now her idol is Elizaveta Tuktamasheva. Do you think Kamila has the qualities to skate as long as Tuktamasheva? I think that Kamila has all the qualities to do it. It's just a question of motivation and some inner strength, because it's really very difficult to endure so many seasons in professional sport. But if you have the desire, what you're doing it for, it's probably possible. And Lisa Tuktamasheva shows that it is real, said the silver medalist of Pyeongchang 2018 in the team. The head of the Lithuanian Figure Skating Federation spoke about the organization of the World Cup 2024. I've been in the event business for 25 years and I know, there is no special difference what you organize, Andrea Bocelli concert, Basketball EuroLeague or European Figure Skating Championships. The main thing is to know how to do it. We all know what a problem ISU tournaments usually have, the spectators lack joy. Going to the arena can and should become entertainment for the whole family. When the ice is being poured, organize something exciting for the spectators, don't let them get bored. There is no need to reinvent the wheel, in America they know how to work with the audience at hockey or basketball. We rejoice in full houses, but think how many people did not reach us because they expected the usual dull and boring picture. You can watch something like that at home on TV. So we need to offer the audience something that can only be enjoyed in the arena. That's the trick. And we have shown that during the evening you can have time to dance, sing, make waves in the stadium, and participate in games. In general, to have fun. This is the key point, there must be entertainment. It is much more difficult to gather a full hall for jumps and spins, said Vytautas Jasudis,